from the woman that survived.
Which is interesting because
I think that's
most serial killers are
white
not.
men.
Yeah,
I know. I was shocked to hear it was a black guy. I was like, what?
It makes me think that he's got a real specific, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because your garden variety sociopath serial killers are almost always white men. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I wonder if he's like acting out of like a trauma, you know, like, and I'm not saying it's okay, but like what triggered him, you know? Did somebody do? Because.
And do you know, were these women, like, leaving the club? Did he break into their house?
I don't know.
Well, and some of them were men.
really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what they were saying.
I've only heard of 4.
Well, I thought it was 3 confirmed and 1 got away.
Yeah, it was 4 attacks and 3 of them died.
See, I heard that there was
what I heard too.
there was men that were stabbed and killed that they thought this guy was responsible for.
Oh, but not confirmed.
They haven't confirmed that, and they're really trying to like downplay.
Are they? Because when I heard it, it was from the police department website.
Some people were trying to tie whatever was going on in Hot Springs with it too.
Yeah,
and they're saying that's not the same.
Because there was no serial killer.
I actually have some intel on that, on the Hot Springs murder.
Ooh, tell us.
A friend of mine grew up in Hot Springs, and that was actually one of her classmates.
Oh, really?
The girl that died. And we were just talking one day, and I was like, God, that's just so awful, you know, because she went to her funeral because I guess they were waiting until some of the.
What I heard, it wasn't a dismemberment. Like something was cut off of her, but it wasn't. I mean, I heard she was dismembered and spread across town. It was like a hand cut off. Or something.
Her hand was cut off, and there was more done to her body than that.
Yeah, but
not like it's not like they chopped her up in
yeah, because when they first
that's the way it sounded at first.
Dismemberment, they've chopped legs off.
Yeah,
arms,
it sounds like
head.
Toss some here, you know. It wasn't like that. I mean,
they should have never said it was dismemberment
because that just takes people to it. And anyway, so I was like, God, that's I'm so sorry that happened. That's awful. Do they have any like? Because one of the things she said was, I've talked to the because it originally I think started with the marshals because it was on federal property and then it got bumped up to the FBI. And she said, I've actually talked to the marshal investigating it. And I was like, oh, really? Well, do they know anything, you know? And she was like,
can you give me this information on an ongoing investigation like you're not supposed to? Thanks.
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't asking for like details or anything.
Well, they're not going to give her that information.
No. They wouldn't let her know anything that was. But anyway.
Well, hopefully not.
Okay. Point fair. But they actually think it was a family member.
Oh, wow.
Because
that's some cold shit.
Well, they think it was she's in her, I think she was in her late 20s, and Mama is she might have been your sister. Sounds like her mom and your mom are two of a kind. We'll just leave it at that. And they think it was Mom's current boyfriend. And they say that there was and they've got some things that they feel like really point to him, but they don't want to, right, you know, because they don't want to mess it up. And they think the mom actually knows, and she's just covering for him because she's afraid that even though she didn't do it, she knew. You know, she helped. They think she may have helped him cover it up.
Well, covering for him is aiding and abetting,
right? So, and so she's afraid if he goes down, she'll go down.
And she ought to.
I was so scared when my mom was married to Bud.
Is that the one that threatened to kill her?
Oh, he had the whole setup.
He was working on it.
He was one of those guys that was really nice, and we all liked him. And then there was 11-year age difference, so he was like 21 when they got married.
Oh, so he was younger?
Mm-hmm. And he was a truck driver, and after they got married, everything changed.
Well, he
took her on the road, and I've seen pictures of her like in the truck, and she almost looked scared. Like he kept her in the back, just like kept her in there. Wow. But yeah, he was the one that had they lived in an old gas station, and they had like a loft inside. And she came home one time, and it had a stool, a noose hanging above it, and a suicide note written out to make it look like her suicide. And she ran out and left, and they found like a space heater and a pillow in the bathroom. And,
wow.
But God, for years I was afraid he was going to come after me. Just because.
Yeah,
because. I mean, we lived in Nakona at the time, but I was so. It's just weird. I was so scared. Like,
I think that's a reasonable
what
fear.
If he showed up at my school?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they say that they think that the reason why he killed her was there was a lot of drug use in this family, obviously. And apparently the girl who died was not like into, she smoked pot and stuff like that, but I mean, didn't do like hard.
Okay, you know what? I understand that marijuana is in fact a drug, but
when I hear drug user, I don't think
marijuana. But I was just
marijuana is a pothead,
right?
That's different from a drug user.
The only reason I said that because I wanted to clarify because of the detail that's about to come. And she had been smoking at their house and then left, but they were there too, right?
Smoking weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what they were smoking. She supposedly was smoking weed.
Okay.
And the house caught on fire.
That's too bad.
And burned down. And they in the step, or where I don't know if he was her stepdad or just mama's boyfriend or whatever, but he blamed her and had been like making threats against her.
Their house burned down after she left.
And he held her responsible for whatever reason and had been like making threats against her.
Something tells me these motherfuckers didn't have insurance.
Something tells me these motherfuckers might have been cooking or who knows what they were doing, and she just was their psychological scapegoat, you know. But that he had made threats towards her and stuff like that, and so when she went missing, everybody was like, dude, you know, it's just proving it, you know, so that he can't get away. Because the worst thing they could do is take him to trial before they have all their ducks in a row, because then he can get away with it.
Well, the only way, if they did that, the only way for them to be able to try him again is if didn't you say though that capital murder is not subject to the double jeopardy clause? No, I don't think so. I mean, like if they had,
I think it's something different if they're already in jail and that new evidence comes up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is like if they're not in jail and they don't have everything lined up that they need, and they go to trial too soon, I don't think they can.
Then they fuck themselves.
Unless they declare a mistrial.
Right.
Because if a mistrial is declared,
it's not a win or a loss.
Right. Then they could try them again at a later time.
Because that's why sometimes if they feel like shit's falling apart, they'll just have one declared so that they haven't. But yeah, they.
And that's why you'll hear the thing about with prejudice or without
prejudice.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else on the superheroes or the serial killers?
No, but Christy Teigen. Have you heard about her?
What?
Who is that?
Oh, she's
okay.
John Legend's wife.
The dance? No, not dance.
Yeah,
singing. What is it called?
Lip sync battle.
Lip sync. She's the one up there.
She's the hype girl.
Yeah.
Oh, is she one of these people that's famous for being famous?
No, she's a model.
Oh, okay.
She was a model, and then she married John Legend, the performer. You know,
who apparently has the charisma of like a dead animal.
I mean, I don't know, but he can fucking sing and play that piano.
Yeah,
so I imagine that unlocks all the panties he needs.
Well, you shouldn't need any.
Anyway, he married a supermodel, so he unlocked the panty.
Anyway, she seems like she's really
cool.
happy, bubbly personality.
Right. She runs afoul of the paparazzi a lot because she. Imagine. If Amber,
if you will.
Yeah, imagine if you will, if Amber had a national platform.
Oh, fuck.
And
I can see where that could go wrong.
So just take that to the logical conclusion, because I'm not going to say anything more because I want to stay friends.
You just take that
where you will.
Let your imagination run.
Yeah, but she seems like really nice and bubbly and happy.
Positive on the whole.
The death threats she's been given to teenage girls online.
What?
Oh my god! Okay, you know,
giving,
like saying
she's saying like
typing out death
kill
threats
yourself or things like that.
Oh yeah, okay. So Courtney Stodden, she is the teenage girl that married that awful fucking guy from the Green Mile.
Oh yeah. I thought that was his cousin.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That's his wife. He was like 50 and she was like 16 when they married.
You know the dude that stomped on the rat?
I can't watch that movie because of that. I watched it once and I blanked it out.
He's a little fucking asshole, and I don't think I've seen him in anything
Courtney
since.
with a K or a C?
C. Anything since, because everybody hated him so much.
I'm
pretty sure they're like actually related to
Courtney.
You know what? I think they are cousins.
That's what I was saying.
I think they are distant cousins. But yeah, they got married when she was like 16 and he was 50.
Yeah, she's 26 now.
That's not disgusting at
So
all.
she...
Doug Hutchinson is her husband.
Tegan would go after Stodden a lot. And she said she would have fantasies of Stodden
They
taking...
divorced.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good for her.
Probably because everybody was on their case nonstop.
Yeah.
She would have fantasies of Stodden taking a dirt nap. Stodden, whose mother troubling signed off on her then-teen daughter's marriage to 50-year-old actor, the Daily Beast, told the Daily Beast that Tegan even sent her death threats via direct message. Tegan wouldn't publicly tweet about wanting me to take a dirt nap, but would privately DM me and tell me to go kill myself.
Oh, my God.
See,
Things like,
Okay.
I can't wait for you to die.
Why?
And these are all to Courtney Stodden. She's done it to more girls
But
than
this
her.
is just to her.
This is all from Tegan to Courtney. My Friday fantasy. You. Dirt. Nap. Baby.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
How old was
God.
Chrissy Teigen at the time? She was, because she's not young.
No, she's older than her.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, what I'm getting at,
She's
they weren't
probably-
peers. She was a grown woman at this point.
Is she in her 30s?
I figure, yeah. Something
See, I would have replied, why don't we meet up and we can talk about it?
Go to sleep forever.
God damn.
Courtney Stodden, what drug makes you do that with your mouth? Asking for a friend who really wants to look like an idiot. Thanks.
Whoa.
What does she do with her mouth?
I don't know.
Probably that.
Do you have a family? I hate you. Why do you speak like a Fabio book? Sick puppy.
What the fuck?
Let's see. Chrissy Teigen, I guess this is from Stodden. Chrissy Teigen, a vile woman who Hollywood and the media who have been complicit in empowering, has suicide fantasy for everyone, Owens wrote. I don't know who Owens is. Captioning old tweets from Teigen. This trash human being has targeted young women for years who have done nothing to her other than to exist.
What the
Tegan
hell?
is like, it's because it's swarming on her now.
Good.
Yeah, Target's getting rid of her. She has like a kitchen collection or something. They're getting rid of that.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
Lindsay Lohan slit her wrist and Chrissy Teigen mocked her.
Oh, my God. That's
Courtney
just
Stodden existed and Christy begged her to kill herself.
that's just a vile bitch.
yeah.
Sarah Palin, a conservative, so Christy asked her to shoot herself in the face.
I'm trying to read. After social media started weighing in on it, Tegan took to Twitter to apologize.
No, fuck her apology.
I'm mortified and sad at who I used to be. I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. I'm ashamed and completely embarrassed at my behavior, but that is nothing compared to how I made Courtney feel. I worked so hard to give you guys joy and be beloved, and the feeling of letting you down is nearly unbearable, truly. These were not my only mistakes and surely won't be my last, but... hard as I try it, but God, I will try.
No, she's sorry that people found out. Mm-hmm. Or that people didn't back her.
So what, that was about... how old did you say Stodden was?
6 now, so it was 10 years ago.
So Christy Teigen
And so she was
is-
harassing a minor.
Christy Teigen's 35, so she was
25
years
at the
old.
time.
Saying that to a 16-year-old.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah, no, she's sorry that
She
everybody
got
found out and they're giving her shit about it. That's the only thing. That's a vile bitch.
What I
You can't
wanna
tell
know-
me at 25 years old she didn't know that saying that shit to people wasn't cool.
What I want to know... I mean, I'm not in any way saying it's okay. It's not. It's gross. And she was a full-ass adult when she did this. But I want to know how long it's been. Has she stopped doing this? Because
I don't know. I was looking for a date on this, but I
if
don't
she
see
stopped, then I guess we have to give her the same grace we give the comedians and the other people that say bad things and then move on from it. But has she stopped? That's my first question.
one. Okay, can you look up Farrah Abraham? Can you look up when Farrah Abraham did a sex tape?
Yeah. Hold on just a minute.
Because this is a tweet from
About it?
Chrissy Teigen.
Is
Farrah
it-
Abraham, Farrah.
Yeah, I found it.
Farrah Abraham now thinks she's pregnant from her sex tape. In other
Oh.
news, you're a whore and everyone hates you. Whoops.
Sex tape.
And that was a
God
tweet. That was like
dang.
out to the public.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay, that was in 2013.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was in 2013.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Has there been another one? Well, because there's all these articles from 2013.
Hold on. Paula Dean got canceled for something she said 20 years ago.
Right.
I know.
And we said that was wrong. So we can't have a different opinion of this lady.
Man,